Well, the EPA is receiving pushback on its final volume requirements under the renewable fuel standard. Biofuel groups say the rule fails to deliver on the promise of the original proposal, calling it an unfortunate step backward. Well, Troy Bredenkamp with the Renewable Fuels Association joins us now for more on this. Troy, thanks for being here. So talk about these requirements and what's involved here.
So, Suzanne, it is an unfortunate step backwards in the final rule. We were anticipating for the conventional biofuel number to be in the 15.25 billion gallon range for all 3 years, 23, 24, and 25. And unfortunately, the final rule did include 15,250 million for 23, but then reduced years 24 and 25 down to 15 billion. So while that's not a large number of a reduction, it's just a bad signal, in our opinion, and really sends the wrong message, particularly from an administration who wants to do everything they can to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. We really think they missed a valuable opportunity to accelerate the energy sector's transition to low to zero carbon fuels.
Yeah, Troy, speak to that a little bit more. I mean, obviously, when you're looking for a certain percentage right now and they come in much lower, how does that affect the industry and really the consumer?
Well, I think the industry is going to be fine. I mean, we are producing a product that is low in carbon and getting lower all the time. There are opportunities even outside of a light to medium duty gas tank for that product. But you mentioned the consumer, and really the consumer is the one that really suffers here, simply because those increased blending volumes aren't going to occur nearly to the level that they could have. And every percentage increase in the blend of ethanol is not only better for the environment, but it's also at a lower cost for the consumer. So there is going to be a little bit of a hit to the consumer over time. Not a big hit, but every little bit helps in this kind of a economy.
Absolutely. You know, Troy, on a positive note, I understand that EPA announced it's not going to implement RINs for electricity as part of the final rule. So what are your thoughts there?
Well, we were pleased to see that the EPA was responsive to many of the questions we had, and frankly, numerous other stakeholders, that the ERIN program that they had proposed really wasn't ready for prime time. It didn't hit the mark in terms of following the policies and procedures that the RIN program has to under the liquid fuel market. So we were happy to see that was pulled out of the final RVO, and obviously they'll take another run at it, and we'd be happy to help them with it. But it just wasn't ready, and so it was the right thing to do.
Absolutely. Troy, thank you so much, as always, for joining us. That's Troy Bredenkamp with the Renewable Fuels Association. Appreciate the insight. And, of course, it's a story we're going to be watching.